One of the challenges that we see that is ravaging the world today, which I think is supposed to be a global problem, but if we are going to leave it as a global problem, the way the world is going about it is already a fallacy against the standard that should be, is the breed of children that keep coming out of the society, and most importantly, we should say the family. And I think it's largely a parenting problem. Of course, there are many other influences, and that's why parenting should become an emphasis. The irony of the case is this, that the society has become tougher upon children. The blow that immorality and the kingdom of darkness is exerting upon children in the society today is becoming even more trickier for parents to be able to navigate around. And that's why now in these days it takes spirituality, it takes intentionality, it takes education, it takes enlightenment to be a proper parent in this day and season. Else you're going to be breeding another rebellion in the world today. And I would like to address the matter of parenting. One of the things I know that there are many challenges that come up with parenting, especially in this world, is that you have a lot of things so speedily evolving and not easy to be able to catch up with the demands of parenting and many other things that may be coming up with it. Extending to the fact that you have to be a provider. And I mean, before now, most settings used to have the mothers being at home and while the fathers go out there to find or make ends meet for the family. But now we're having the need of both parents to not be on ground. I mean, to make sure that they're able to merge resources together to be able to bring about the upkeep of the family. And this has left a very big gap in parenting. And that's a challenge, right? It's a challenge which we will keep trusting God to give us wisdom on how to navigate it. And I think it's a challenge that parents should keep sitting from time to time to say, how do we navigate this? Because at the end of it all, the work you will leave for your children, they are your legacy. And if you don't build a legacy with them and in their life, you will eventually be the one to face the trouble in future time. Now, one of the challenges we hear of these days is just leave them, talking about children, and just leave them, let them do what they want to do, and so on. And I mean, the busy schedules of parents have supported that thing. I mean, if they can learn, I mean, they have teachers, they have materials here and there, I think they are good. But no. See, your parenting over your children should not be outsourced. That's my take on that. I just pray that for many parents who are struggling to really make sure that these things work, especially when your heart is sincere, the Lord will satisfy you early with His mercy, so that you'll be able to have time to really supervise your children. But I think under the nose of most parents, your children are getting corrupt by the day, and it's alarming. It's alarming. For me, I'm looking at it in the sense that when I was growing up to this point, older people used to think that our generation were careless ones and were not serious, but it keeps degenerating by the day. And that means a generation is going to come and they will raise another set of children from that. It's disturbing. I don't know, maybe this particular video is just for me to maybe pour out my heart of the disturbance that is going on in my mind. One of the things that we see that characterizes this generation is the rebellious attitude, the lack of respect and regard. Yes, we love the audacity. For me, sometimes I get inspired by it, audacity and so on, daring to take certain steps. But there are many other things that the devil is doing. I mean, loss of identity in many cases. I mean, you see children getting depressed, children having sicknesses that we used to associate with older people in those days. So there's a lot of challenge on ground, and I'm putting this out to possibly bring some kind of awareness to the heart of parents to say, okay, let's really sit down and strategize on how this thing will work. The Bible says that you train up your child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart. Some of the disturbances that we see, especially around teenage, it's not uncommon. For me, I probably would have gone haywire around my teenage. But you see, the thing is, the Bible gives you a guarantee that if you put into the child what needs to be put in, he may grow wild at some point, but eventually, when he's old, he will not depart. So I think it's important that while your child is very young, you must put in certain things inside the child. Be very intentional. Don't leave your parenting duties to just anything. You have to be very intentional about it. I love when fathers are present in the life of their children. I know that mothers have done very well, and they should keep doing that. But I love that fathers should be very present in the lives of their children. In fact, very soon we're going to be holding a program on this matter on the WOW project. But the heart of a child, the mind of a child, especially around ages from 0 all the way to maybe 10, just a round up there, is a clean slate that you want to put certain things into. Yes, it's fine to allow a child make certain decisions on career and so on. I mean, eventually it's going to learn, but there are things you must pass on to your children. Let them know how to seek the face of the Lord. Let them have values. Let them have morals. Be very intentional about putting certain things that you know that you're not raising a child, because eventually you're not going to become a child, right? What you're raising is a man. What you're raising is a woman. So you have to begin to train that child to become a woman. And I want to put this out for some kind of, if you've been a little bit careless, especially on the kind of role model you've been to your children, I think you should be very intentional about what you do before them. It's not just about what you tell them to do, it's also what you represent to them. I think it's something that we parents should be very careful about. A few weeks ago, I was with a young child, and you could tell that his mother had put in something to this child, and he wanted to ask me a question, and he called his name. I don't want to mention his name now. He called his name and said, patience. It's sure that what his mother has been doing around her son has become what that child has copied. So it's not just what you tell them to do, it's also what you model to them. I think I've just said this, and I can't believe I'm going to upload this, because this is not really how I wanted to bring this. I've tried many. This is like the third time I'm recording this. I've deleted and so on. But I think my heart goes out to every parent who really wants to do something to be a blessing in the life of their children. I'm praying that God will give you wisdom, God will give you resources, God will help you that which you are investing into your children will be the right thing. There's a way He should go, not the way you think they should go. And I'm praying that the Lord will give you that direction on what you should do regarding your children, that out of you another rebellious person will not be added to this world, but you will have them as arrows in your quivers that will delight your heart, that will delight the heart of God. And at the end of your work as a parent, you will hear Jesus say, well done. Thank you very much. I hope this has been a blessing. Please do well to subscribe and comment if it's blessed you, and you can share with someone that you know that needs to hear this. God bless you.